welcome to the Stephanie Lane Show, where I discuss marketing, mindset, meditation, and money. And I am all about helping you build your dream life and dream desires and make things happen and live the lifestyle that you want to create. And this is the show all about it. So today's topic is how to build a business and how to start a business, and no, it does not require building a website. I know somebody is a newbie, and we've all been newbies, this is me, when they talk about copyright, trademark, and buying up a ton of domains and spending a ton of money on branding and photography and all that stuff. You don't need that to start a business. You do not need to spend a ton of money to start a business. I will tell you that again. You don't have to spend a ton of money to start a business. While most gurus or tons of gurus and people that are up there are going to tell you, you need a website. You don't need a website, okay, friends? You don't. You just have to get creative, be quite flexible, be an implementer, and make things happen. I hear a lot of times that people want to copyright or they want to trademark their idea. One, trademarks are very expensive, they're very time consuming, and when you do trademark, your stuff actually gets in the books, and if you have like a secret recipe or whatnot, it's actually out there for the public to see. So it does make you more vulnerable for people to copy you. And then also, I see a lot of people doing this whole I'm gonna sign an NDA, so it's a non-disclosure agreement. And while that's awesome and that's great, I feel like when you want to start your business idea and you want to make it happen, you need to tell people what you're doing and what's happening, and don't be so secretive. No one's going to steal your idea, and if they steal it, which is highly unlikely, they're going to do it completely different than you are, and they're probably not even going to do it. I don't know how many times I've met entrepreneurs or new business owners, and they always talk about, oh, so-and-so is going to take my idea, or I can't tell you what it is because it's such a brilliant idea. Ideas are cheap. I'm going to say that again. Ideas are cheap. Action is where it's at. Implementation, structure, that is where the money is at, honey, okay? So let go of that scarcity mentality. Stop being so secretive. You don't need a copyright. You don't need you don't need a trademark. I tried to trademark so many things, and my husband was like, stop it. You don't need it. You just need an idea, and you need people to pay you for that idea. I was recently on the phone with a new entrepreneur, and she was super overwhelmed, which we all are, and really fearful, and just had no idea where to get started. So I told her a couple steps. Number one is you have to identify your personal why, and you need to identify your why for the business and your why as a personal human being. What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What kind of business do you want to create? Do you want a brick and mortar? Brick and mortar is, again, a storefront. Do you want 8 employees? Do you want 800 employees? Do you want to be a freelancer? What type of lifestyle and what type of business do you want to create? And then from there, you're going to conduct market research. This is not a very sexy thing, but you're going to figure out the topic that you want to help people with and start talking to the people about that topic or product. So if you're creating a product, just say it's a baby product, you're going to talk to new moms and you're going to get their feedback and you're going to constantly listen and see what it's all about. If you are a service provider and you are a coach for people with anxiety disorder, then you're going to talk to them. You're going to ask them, what do they need? What are your fears? What are your hopes? What are your wishes? This part is so crucial because you're going to identify common trends and common themes within your audience. And that's how you're able to build something, build a product, build a service. Because don't build something that nobody wants. There's this story about a guy that built a spaghetti fork that would wrap up the spaghetti for you. And he spent thousands of dollars trademarking it and just tons and tons of time to make this happen. I'm sure years. And it never went to market. And he spent tons of money and time on it, and it never came to market, and nobody wanted it. Also, in my personal experience, I worked with an inventor and he created this product. I'm not gonna say what product it was, but I used it because I was a model, and it flopped. It completely flopped. I remember using the product and being like, who the heck would use this? Who would want this? And it just felt so gross. I did not like the product at all. I did not think, I wish I could have voiced it, but he hired me, so I wasn't gonna say anything. But it did not do well, and it never came to market, and he just spent so much time and wasted energy on building this when he could have just spoken to people or hired a company, an agency, to talk to people if he didn't want to talk to people about what it is of their concern about this related topic. Then obviously decide between a product-based business or a service-based business. Which one are you going to fulfill and which one are you going to do? There's pros and cons to both of them. I've run both product and a service-based. I more identify with service-based now, but there are pros and cons to both of them. So identify which one you want. Then you come up with an offer or a product. You make something up, you write it out, you create it, you try it out, you come up with an offer. And then this last step, which is one of the most important ones, you try to sell it, right? Because if you don't make sales, you don't have a business, you have an expensive hobby. Please, please don't go down the route of having an expensive hobby. I've done this multiple times, and it ends up sucking the life out of you. You get burnt out, you cry, you think you're a loser. Just don't do it. Just don't. Try to sell it. Read books on selling. Enroll in some training. Selling is so important. And my bonus step for you is be a learner. So I want you to consume tons of books and podcasts on starting businesses. But the most important thing is you need to be an implementer. Entrepreneurs and business owners make things happen. They implement, they go after it. So please, please, please make the commitment to make things happen and let go of your perfectionist, leave her at the door, and make things happen and fail faster. Yes, and you're gonna have a lot of failure, just so you know, it's gonna happen. Embrace failure. Just think of it as pivoting. All right. Then afterwards, then you can come up with a domain. You can get your customers' feedback, and you can start taking beautiful photos and doing all that fun stuff that you want to do right away. But please follow that order, do that step, because it's going to save you so much time. I would love to hear from you. What business are you starting? What kind of business do you want to start? And what is stopping you from starting that business? What are you procrastinating? What is happening? What is going through your head? I would love to know. If you'd love any more guidance and assistance, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and head to my website so you can get a free guide on how to build your dream tribe and manifest the life that you desire. All right, thank you.